Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, most out today's news. I'm Kevin Campbell will be one of the pundits out there and a former Arsenal player. Talk about Moses Caicedo with Arsenal one sign. So Babaka talk say Caicedo will really be a good signing for Arsenal. Say the guy go make sense because of the injury niggling issues with Thomas Partey. So the guy go make sense in case Thomas Partey just get injury. Instead of putting in a Lokonga, you go put in a Moses Caicedo to retain the quality, because unless we don't want the fight for the league, so that's why we need to retain that same quality. And at the same time, people in the media space, they call talk say instead of going for Zubimendi of Real Sociedad, say we could go for this Moses Caicedo, because Zubimendi now go easily come this league now, because now maybe by this summer now the guy go. Even Barcelona self don't they resign to fate, so they don't lose Zubimendi to Arsenal, and Arsenal won't break the buyout clause of the guy 60 million euros. If they pay him, they go fit break in buyout clause to enter Arsenal again. So they see how everything they go. This was this Caicedo. If he enter Arsenal, he go hit the ground running. So that's why we are really interested in signing him. So keep our fingers crossed and let's see how things are going. So away from that, so even the Daily Mail when they report say Arsenal don't make a second offer of £70 million for this Moses Caicedo. Say Arsenal offer £60 million up front. They're going to talk, so they will pay £10 million in add-ons, performance-related add-ons. So for this Moses Caicedo, some people they talk say Brighton don't reject him, but never hear him officially. You get so Brighton say they don't tell Moses Caicedo. I mean, I know in case you don't know, they don't tell Moses Caicedo say making no come to Brighton at all, making just day in Mama house until February 1 when everything go don't blow over. At the same time, some other people they tell us say Brighton self would they interested in selling this Moses Caicedo, but on one condition: as long as they go fit get a replacement to bring for this Moses Caicedo. Because look at today's dates now. Before we are less than maybe 3-4 days before the window will close. So and the window according to what I hear now on Wednesday, now it go close. So how are you expecting them to replace the guy? Like maybe they sell their star player. Remember, say the first of all come out with Bissouma go join Spurs. That was why somebody like Moses Caicedo can step up, can they enjoy gaming time. They bought this guy in 2021. Now Porter and Bayern. So now the guy don't enjoy game time. So now when you are saying they should sell him to you, who go come be the replacement? Who go be the engine for that midfield you get? So now they are looking at Hamidou Diarra, you get, of RB Leipzig. Said already the open talks, so we are expecting them to make an offer. Even some people they don't say they won't even go sign Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain from Liverpool, but Chamberlain is not a defensive midfielder, no be like for like replacement. So if they can get Diarra into their team before they go fit sanction a move, now what will they hear? Now scoop all they hear from other media personalities. So I never know how all this is going to go, but what me I know once now, we go repeat what we do for Douglas Luiz. We be like say one sign, I be like say one sign, and somebody like say no, we are not selling. At the end of the day, we couldn't buy him and we didn't bring in any replacement. You get, they talk about Danilo Palmeiras don't go join Nottingham Forest, so you see say space no day for that one. So my own be say if we pursue this guy, we can pursue him with all vigor. You get, put in every 2 on 1. Some people they talk say whether replacements come, replacements no come. Say this Brighton, if you give them 90 million, they will collect the money. But that 90 million, it is not that kind of amount where the player was. And don't forget, even Tim Sherwood self don't come and call the talk say this same Moses Caicedo isn't worth £70 million. The Arsenal don't offer them for the guy, because what is the guy bringing to the table? Fine, they make tackles here and they score 1 goal maybe in a blue moon. So why would you pay a £70 million for a player like this? Some people go talk say he's 21, he could turn out to become a world-class beater. He's 21 and he's playing very, very well. If you watch the match where Brighton play against Liverpool, they knocked Liverpool 3-0. Or more, you go see what Moses Caicedo you do for the middle of the park, and they bully all those Liverpool midfielders. The guy is very, very good and worth his onions. But £70 million fee for Moses Caicedo, that's a no-no. Now the Tim Sherwood, they talk about say Arsenal with that kind of money go collect some kind of world-class players out there who they play defensive midfield get. Say no why Arsenal won't spend that kind of money on this kind of 21-year-old. We never really did proven for a big team. And the guy could give us an example of what happened to Bissouma. Bissouma at Brighton was world class. The guy was very, very good. Liverpool they find him, Arsenal they find him, Spurs they find him that year. What's going to happen? He can't go choose Tottenham Hotspur. I don't know who give him that advice. As he go choose Tottenham Hotspur, where is it today? Where is Bissouma today in the scheme of things? The guy there for Benjamin, the language, he cannot even make the first 11 of the Tottenham Hotspur side. Now, what he make Tim share with the talk say signing this Moses Caicedo now with the shine for Brighton. What is the guarantee say he go even play for Arsenal? Because when he enters Arsenal, if everybody is fit, he's going to be on the Benjamin. He gets. But what will they look? They say Thomas Partey is 29, going on 30. Caicedo is 21. So in the next 2 years, Caicedo is going to be a regular at Arsenal. That one is confirmed. In the next 2 years, going to be 23. In the next 2 years, Partey is going to be 31. And at 31, he may not have that strength again. So they run up and down. They do all those dirty work when they do. He may not have the strength. So that's why we need a young midfield enforcer to come in and make things happen. So let's just see how things are going. So away from that, so Arsenal don't appeal the Oxford charge with evidence. Now Charles Watts, they come outside and let us know this one. I remember saying they charge us £40,000 for crowding the referee. So Charles Watts will be Arsenal correspondent and goal.com writer. Don't come outside and explain say Arsenal they appeal and say the charge they unreasonable. You get say and they very, very unfair, and they don't give the FA evidence. But where me I have an issue with this appeal where Arsenal they do. When the FA first announced this charge, they gave Arsenal the right of appeal. Arsenal ignored them. Arsenal not talking anything until they come fine in £40,000. At that time when I come surgery, come say okay, we need to appeal. Why would you waste time on that kind of thing? I never get evidence that time. So maybe that might be the case. Well, we'll just see how the outcome of this charge appeal will be, because the FA is yet to respond to Arsenal's appeal. So if they don't respond, I will let you know. Our Lauren will be one of Arsenal legends. That come as I call the talk say Odegaard can win the Ballon d'Or in the future if Arsenal win the EPL and or the Champions League next season. You get say they're going to put Odegaard's name as one of the best players in the world, because they're going to say it will be a massive feat. Even if this season, for me, I would say if Arsenal enter the top 4, or even if they don't win the league, they're supposed to give Arteta the manager of the season, because he really tried. Not just Arteta, even Eddie Howe. Arteta and Eddie Howe now they're going to compete for the manager of the season, because you know what it takes for Newcastle to break into the top 4 out of nothing. A relegation team that was fighting relegation battle like maybe 1 season ago, all of a sudden now you don't enter top 4. That's what money can do for you. So at the end of the season, for me personally, even if my Arsenal win the league or they don't win the league, or this manager of the season award should be between Arteta and Eddie Howe. So that's what me and the same. And for Odegaard winning the Ballon d'Or, he may not win it, but the guy is unarguably the best midfielder in the EPL at the moment, on fire. The guy, see when he enter that Man City match now, everything changed. I'm gonna say things don't change. That's why we are optimistic. So by the time we meet Man City for the Emirates, they will call it. Now for this Edin Ketia situation versus this Lokonga situation, say I see many comments yesterday, like I first see Ogamani comment, they talk and say we'll give Lokonga a chance. Say when they criticize Ketia, me I tell people say me they don't criticize them, it's all we have. I first ignore her, I first laugh with Ogamani, but once see some other people say they're going to make the same comments, so I can say okay, no, I have to respond to that, make I clarify some things. It goes to people they fail to understand. For Nketia's situation, Nketiah was the only person who will get. So we'll say, okay, we don't have a choice. We need to support this guy, good or bad. You get. So my own issue for Nketiah, I say people don't really support her. Now that one and Nketiah own. For this Lokonga matter now, when they play the match between Arsenal versus Man City, you get, none of my or our pundits nor me criticized Lokonga. When would they watch? Baba Sato, I remember Baba Sato, Gajoka say nobody's to blame, the ball just entered the net. But now, with the power of hindsight, when you say hindsight, that means after the events don't happen, you can go watch replay, or you can go watch some kind of footage, can see some kind of videos of how the player position himself, positional awareness of the player. Because with the talk say the guy did very rusty, this match rusty, maybe that's what affected his gameplay. But when you watch his positional play, or let's maybe you never watch him, and see how he couldn't do the job of a DM. See, positional awareness has nothing to do with your match rustiness. It goes to show say you dey aware of your position. If you watch the match, you go see where Odegaard sef dey shout for am say, stay here now, stay here. What did they do you? When the guy first entered the field of play, there was something that first happened. You may not notice, but I noticed. Granit Xhaka first call am, tell am something for here. We don't notice, like people say, Omo no go do anyhow. Get know wetin they do for this match. That my own speculatory means be that. So they look and say, now wetin tell am. Now, remember that none of us criticize him. But now for this Lokonga, for some people to say he's all we have to support him. He's not all we have. Why do you think when we signed Jacob Kiwior, Arteta said he's a young, versatile player. He's a young, versatile defender. What did this Arteta mean by that? The guy can play centre back. You know saying they play centre back, he's a left-sided centre back. So which other role you think saying they play? He plays defensive midfield. He played it for Spurs 20 times last season, which means he can play it. So when you say Lokonga is all we have, I tend to disagree with that. I beg to differ from your opinion. So we can deploy Kiwior there if worst come to worst. So may not understand that one. So the two cases, may not know they mix the issues. They are different. You get. Unless maybe you want to lie to yourself. With hindsight, if you don't watch the way Lokonga positioned himself for that match, you will not say he did woefully. You get. So it's not all we have, and we can't condone that. No. So I just say make I clear the air. I remember say I don't criticize him in the first. So for those who don't say Mr. CHUKS criticize him, I don't criticize him. Unless maybe you don't watch our live show. So that's that about that. If you need more clarification, let me know in the comment section and I'll clear you. Arsenal said don't contact Brighton to let them know say they no get hand for that IG post where Caicedo go post. So Caicedo go for Instagram, Twitter, social media, shall go post one kind lengthy plea. Say I beg, go they beg them, make they leave and go. So Arsenal guys go meet Brighton and say, oh man, not be with them and say make him go do that one. I mean, I know go the vex for us say we'll push the hand, not be we push him more. Now him do him by himself. I was very, very surprised. They never agreed say they won't sell you. Go to drop, I beg me and let me go. All those kinds of stuff. What if you come backfire? What if you no work out? Let's see you come. How the fans will come to see you? You know, get as it be now. So I don't know how all those situations will turn out. Small just the watch. Almost some other people say they wonder how Mikel Arteta and Kiwior, with them sign from Spurs here, go fit fair. Like say the guy know the hear English, but what people fail to understand me say Arteta they speak Italian, Arteta they speak Spanish, Arteta they speak Basque, Arteta they speak Portuguese. Get so these na things will come for in favor, and they speak English fluently. So whether Kiwior understand English or not, Arteta go speak Italian with them. Get so now what's in I go understand. So that one has been settled. And don't forget say when this Ben White, first of all the partner Gabriel Magalhaes, they know they use English because Magalhaes know they speak English, White know they speak Spanish. So two of them are just science and understanding. Get now they take survive. Get so but nobody reason I'm saying English or will be a barrier to the manager and the player. Say maybe because you know they speak English, you understand. Say Arteta can use Italian to express himself. And if you watch Arteta when they did for the touchline, no be only English in they take the shout to. They use multiple languages. They shout to confuse the opponent. Get so that's what it is. Juventus they monitor Kylian and see any situation, say they would like to sign the guy because they're also saying this surplus to requirement for Arsenal. Not really surplus to requirement like that because he's still playing. You get sometimes they enter the second half. Maybe every time they use Zinchenko as 90 minutes player, I guess sometimes they enter second half to play. Get Europa League now, Zinchenko for the player. Then maybe you create see if they play and Zinchenko will play EPL. So that's what me I think say it will be. So they share the team. Just say Tierney in the first 11 player before. But now he don't there for the second 11 because we're trying to build a formidable second 11 also. So I don't think Arteta would like to let the guy go. And the guy said would like to stay and to follow us play Champions League because try Juve the final. Just because they swap Emirates and go the Juventus. I don't think it will happen. Well, you never can tell, sure. So Campbell don't come as I can't complain of the hate when they get from sports fans after he leave Spurs, go join Arsenal for 2001. I know say your contract expire and they promise them saying go extend in contract, but unfortunately the Arsenal can't turn ahead to go join Arsenal. So back on till today, 20 years after till today, you get say you still get a lot of hate speeches. Like people talk say they go celebrate when Sol Campbell die. You know, I'm happy to hate Sol Campbell. You know, all those kinds of say, you don't understand why the player like, are you not a human being? Why would you be hating on me after so many years? You say make them just let things go, but let's sleep indoors, like make them forgive and forget. but they let all these things pass. They say it don't happen, they say it don't happen. And say once when they go understand, say you no regret saying go join Arsenal, because he joined Arsenal, was very successful. He won a lot of awards, he won a lot of things. So, but the fact that he was their captain, at one time they can't swap ship, and you know say the rivalry between Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur is very, very huge. So that's why they never agree forgive her. So why they beg them till now? So I don't know how it will be. Well, this is what it is. So my dear football lovers, if you know what yesterday's show, check the top left corner of your screen. You see the thumbnail. Click out so that you get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So CHUKS signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day and get out. Happy Sunday.